We are set now for our championship match. WSOB Palermo. Tragic ending for the Finnish international. Jason Belmonte, your 1 seed, will take on Sean Rash, your 3 seed, and the two of them standing by on the lanes with Randy.
Thanks, Rob. And Jason, I'll start with you. What a bizarre ending to a really crazy match. You made a big adjustment, and then you lost it late in that match when you started going light. What happened?
Yeah, I started to throw the ball a little quick. I was flat 10-ing, so I wanted to slow my speed down. And then when I felt like if I slew down too much, is that a word? I don't know. But
it is now.
It is now. I was kind of worried of that 3-6, 9-10 earlier in the match, so I started to gas on it a little bit, and I just wasn't throwing good shots. But the 11th was where I wanted it at the arrows. It wasn't where I wanted it down the lane, and I was kind of hoping for 7, but I ended up getting 6. And then to see Oscar miss the 10-pin, make the most of it now, I think is the best way to go about it.
Good luck in the title match. Thank you. Sean, I'll ask you the same thing. Again, a bizarre match. Except for you. You looked like you were in cruise control, and you too made a big move. You jumped into the middle part of the lane and kind of showed the two-handers that you have a lot of game. What's the tactic? What's the game plan for the title match?
Well, the title match is the title match. You can only focus on yourself. You can't worry about your competitor. You know, that match there, all 3 of us have high rev rates, and we know that we were just chasing each other. And I made a great decision there after the first shot there in the game. And I'm just going to go out there and bowl the best I can bowl and hopefully bring home the W.
Thanks, Sean. Good luck.
Rash and Belmo met in the season opener at the World Bowling Tour Finals. It was won by Rash. The rematch in Vegas when we return. Welcome back to our coverage of the PBA World Series of Bowling from Las Vegas's South Point Casino and Exhibition Hall. The finals of the Chameleon Open about to go down. Here now, today's keys to victory, brought to you by the makers of Alka-Seltzer Plus Liquid Gels.
The key for Sean Rash is simple. He needs to take some time. Don't rush one shot throughout this entire match. For Jason Belmonte, he needs to find a better ball reaction. Quite simply, looked like he had something, but it also looked like if he got a little faster, a little slow, it was lighter through the nose.
Impressive that this is Rash's 4th consecutive appearance in a Chameleon telecast, but what has transpired under the lights has been downright ugly. Rash eliminated in the semifinals 2 years ago because of mistakes like this. And then last year, open frames in the 7th, and then in the 8th, killed any chance he may have had. But to be fair, no one was probably going to beat Scott Norton that day. All strikes for Norton through the first 8 frames. A tough go here on Chameleon, but Rash claims he's learned from his mistakes.
The hardest thing about sports, whether it's bowling, golf, mostly individual sports, is you learn more from failure than winning. And you know, Brian Voss made a comment a few years ago as he's bowled 600 and something events, and he's only won 24 times. And you look at some of the game's greatest with Walter Ray, Chris Barnes, you can use Dick, Don Carter, I mean, you can use all of them. They lost a lot more than they won. And you try to look at some of the things you did right and move forward to the next week or the next event, next TV show, and try to build off of it.
Sean Rash, your 3 seed, will bat leadoff in the title match. This close to a dream matchup right now. 2 of the real big rising stars in the PBA. Great start. And Sean is going to go back and lecture the bar. He is all business in the title match, taking security control under his wing. Belmo.
6-10.
He's going to make that spare a little bit easier. Just a 6-10 now.
Well, it's a nice break. That much power going through the nose. Boy, you would think that a player like Jason Belmonte would split a lot more, but only leaving the 6-10, I think, is a nice break.
I see Sean Rash in the background worrying about himself, not his competitor.
Again.
A bit of a scrappy pickup there by Belmont. I don't think he had a whole lot of confidence in that one.
Thought he was going to chop the 6-10 again. So again, you know, what is the correct adjustment for Jason Belmonte? He just went high. Now, if he uses the same piece of equipment and throws it faster and it pushes and goes too long and he leaves a 2-10 or a 2-8-10 or a 2-8, he's got to make a big change, and I think it would be a ball change. Are you with me on that?
That was picture perfect on the left.
So now he'll make an adjustment on the right lane. He'll move in. He'll try to create some more angle. And if it makes it to the pocket, great. If it goes light, guess what? Just a pinch fast. This ball pushes down the lane just a little bit too long, leaving a soft 10. Got a feeling this is just going to be kind of back and forth, you know, and it's the player that stays ahead of the moves.
Oh, God.
And the one who avoids the mistake. And there's your mistake.
And I couldn't get that out fast enough. And there you go. You know, back to the keys. You just heard Sean say it. Take your time. It really is a shame. You want to get beat when you give somebody your best, not when you're missing single pin spares.
A lot of time to make up for that, though. We begin the third.
Oh. Look out. There's anxiety everywhere. Yes. She's feeling it.
Yep. Sarah, his wife, has seen this before here at the World Series of Bowling. He gets himself in position to win, and then something goes wrong. Again, very early, though, in our title match.
That one.
Took his time, stayed under control, and was a lot more accurate with that delivery.
No interaction between those two. Again, go back to really the summer of 2011, and to call that relationship frosty probably would have been warm and cuddly and puppy dogs and cupcakes.
Yeah, it hasn't been good since then.
Belmo, big strike. Well, he knows Rash has given him an opening, and he responds with a strike.
We're going to get some airtime here. Watch this. He's so far left now that he's got to loft it over the left gutter cap. Blue was the last shot, so you can see that he's already moved again on that left lane, but he really gave it the business that time. Opened up that right lane.
This place is deathly quiet as we begin the fourth.
Real calm demeanor, taking advantage of that open frame. No time to hoop it up just yet. Haven't won yet. Plenty of time for that in the 10th frame. I like that demeanor. I really like that calm, collective demeanor.
Rash, strike, open, spare. Here he is in the fourth. And we'll be looking for another spare if he can drop down the 4-pin. Still just one strike for Sean Rash here in the title match.
The second of 4 PBA Extra Frame events begins this Thursday in Columbus, Ohio, and the only place to see exclusive wall-to-wall coverage, including the title match, is on the PBA's online video subscription service, Extra Frame. Monthly and yearly subscriptions are available. via the Extra Frame link over at PBA.com. Remember, exclusive live coverage from Columbus begins next Thursday on Extra Frame. Rash with the strike there in the 5th.
See if this ball reaction holds up for Belmo when he comes up. But I like this shot here from Sean. It looks like he got around the side of that one a little bit more. Watch this ball tip up, and then he gets the correct pin carry. This is where the two hands create a huge advantage, Rob. When they can move in like this, loft the left gutter cap, and still throw it with that kind of revolution and speed, it's almost impossible to beat.
Belmo riding that Hambo into a 43-pin lead through 5. Some loft and a Yahtzee, courtesy of the messenger.
That's just nasty. I mean, this is just nasty. This is from so far the inside part of the lane, and then to have that kind of pin carry, I mean, it's just nasty.
53-pin hole now for Sean Rash.
Oh, God.
And the wheels on the bus have come off.
3-6-7.
I don't have to help it. The tendency when you get that deep with one hand is to help it or grab it at the bottom. And that's what Sean did on that shot there.
And once again, Sarah Rash, along with Sean's dad, Gene, helplessly watching as Sean's struggles continue. You know she would love to help if she could, but it's all on Sean.
It's just heartbreaking to, you know, watch him go third, second, third, you know, never getting that first place finish and that win. And I know he wants it so bad that sometimes he tries too hard, his feet get a little fast, and, you know, he just wants it so bad, and I want it for him. I want to see him win again.
And we all do. But barring a miracle, today will not be that day for Sean Rash.
Oh, man.
Sean didn't even see that strike, Randy. His head was down, working on his footing.
Well, he's getting dirt thrown on him right now, Rob, and Belmonte is just putting on a clinic on how to play sixth arrow. Looking at the computer-aided tracking system provided by Kegel, the official training center of the PBA, his last shot, Jason Belmonte's ball position, was on the 30th board. Remember, there are only 39 boards on the lane.
Think he's got it figured out?
Well, I think he's really good at lofting the left gutter cap. The amount of side roll and revolutions that he can put on it with two hands, Osku does the same thing. It's almost unfair. And, you know, there's no rules that say you have to put your thumb in it or you have to throw it with only one hand. When these guys, these two-handed players with no thumb, when they can get in and loft sixth arrow, loft the gutter cap, they are really hard to beat.
Seven in a row.
Yes!
Sean with the strike there in the 8th to match Belmo's, but the lead at 77.
doesn't look like things are going to work out for Sean today, but he'll get yet another chance next week. It'll be his 4th appearance in a final here at the World Series of Bowling. It's the PBA Scorpion Open. Sean will take on Patrick Allen, Dave Watka, and Eurostar Dom Barrett. And Sean finally get it done. Find out next week, 3 Eastern, right here on ESPN. Rash getting another strike there. Bottom of the 9th, Belmo in cruise control.
He can strike out for 290. The best Sean Rash can shoot is 213. Again, just watching this is just amazing. And I mean, to watch somebody play that deep with that much power and accuracy is really spectacular.
There's a beatdown. 8 in a row. And he holds the form.
I mean, he's posting up every shot, too. It's not like he's out of control doing this. This guy is as steady at the foul line as you could get. Watch this. All right, so I mean, he's making it look like that ball weighs about 3 pounds. Look at that position. I mean, he never flinches. He never moves until all 10 pins are in the pit. And quite honestly, the last 7 shots have looked like that.
You know, this one means just a little bit more for Belmo than any old title.
Well, that's an old-fashioned.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone.
It's an old-fashioned beatdown.
A beatdown against your chief rival as well. Sean Rash, we've seen that look from him here at the World Series of Bowling. So close. Such a great effort to get to so many shows.
Thank you, Bill Chrisman. Thank you, Storm.
The stewing continues. You know, you get the sense he's still trying to tinker with that mental game. Let's adjust something here because it didn't work a couple weeks ago. Let's try this. And it kind of had the tone set with that open frame in the 2nd, and Belmo pounced on that opportunity and just ripped off strike after strike after strike.
Thank you, Ron Hoppy, Deandra Asbady.
Great performance. Nice game.
I appreciate it, Mike. Thank you.
A dominating and thorough performance for Jason Belmonte. Strike a pose. That's the pose of a champion. We'll hear from the Chameleon Open titleist, Jason Belmonte, when we return. The PBA Chameleon Championship is brought to you by Bayer. Try Bayer Advanced Aspirin, extra strength pain relief, twice as fast as before. By the USBC and its 2 million members. To find out more about USBC, log on to bowl.com today. By DV8, we are DV8. Tonight, we bowl. And a tonic. Power up your game.
Mwah. This is for everyone back home as well. I love you guys.
Jason Belmonte gets the trophy here at the PBA Chameleon Open, and like all the winners here at the World Series of Bowling, he will be seated directly into match play at the season-ending Tournament of Champions.
I'm so proud, so happy.
Time now for our Geico Championship recap. The Eliminator got fired up when it sent Ildemaro Ruiz Jr. to the showers early. Match number 2, Osku Palermo in the 10th airmails it, allowing Jason Belmonte to sneak into the title match versus Sean Rash. And in the championship match, Rash, problems, open frame. In the 2nd and the 6th, Jason Belmonte, foot on the accelerator, striking in the 2nd all the way through the 9th frames. A rout, 268, 191. Belmo standing by with Randy.
You make playing the 6th arrow look awfully easy. Talk about the adjustment you made in the title match.
Yeah, I was in between bowling balls. I didn't know really what to do, and we took a bit of a risk. Del Ballard and Chris Schlemmer and I, we picked up a ball that I've had some success in the building before, so I just decided if it hooked, just keep going further left until it stopped hooking. And, you know, from the second frame all the way through the 10th, it might have been one of the best games I've bowled. I was so solid and so relaxed and so focused. And I have to thank Ron Hoppy and Deandra Asbady at the International Art of Bowling for that. They've helped me so much through all this.
Now, given the little bit of a rivalry that you have with Sean, describe what this win means to you.
Look, it could have been Sean, it could have been Bill O'Neill, Mike Fagan. It didn't matter. I'm here to win. I'm here to beat all these guys and to walk away with the title. My heart's pumping a million miles an hour. I'm so happy. I can't wait to go home and share this with my family who have supported me like no one else. So I'm so happy. And again, I just want to thank everybody, including my sponsors, Storm, Turbo, and Dexter. It's been a fun ride, Randy. I'm having so much fun.
Thanks, Jason.
Cheers.
Congrats.
Sean Rash making another championship game, but unable to take away the hardware. He'll have a chance next week, the Scorpion Open, Sunday, 3 Eastern on ESPN. But it was Jason Belmonte's day. He snuck in match number 2 and absolutely dominated the title match. For Randy Peterson and our entire crew, I'm Rob Stone. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.